Today we have one or two points of interest. So without further ado, I will plunge in with what Lucy van der Voort says. I cannot believe the Waleses are still travelling en famille.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the latest explosive revelations from Lady Collin Campbell about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's rapidly declining reputation. From hypocrisy claims to public backlash, their once glamorous image is falling apart before our eyes. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on all things royal.
I can only imagine the guidance they've received is to absolutely not do this. I just don't understand knowing it isn't a good idea and doing it anyway. Why? Why take the risk, even if it's tiny? I also marvel at the irony of the Waleses, with William being next in line to the throne, travelling on a British Airways flight with normal people, while the non-senior, non-working, useless, complaining whiners of Montecito insist on private jets. Talk about self-important. Oh, Lucy van der Voort, I don't know who you're referring to. Non-senior, non-working, useless, complaining whiners of Montecito who travel on private jets? I have no idea who you're speaking about. Do I need to be nudged in the direction of size 11 feet to match a massive carbon footprint laid down by a certain Prince Harry and his hustler wife, Meghan? Oh, okay, to answer the question quite seriously. I have said it time and again, and I'm going to repeat it. William is Diana and Charles's son. Both Diana and Charles could be extraordinarily obstinate, and so can William. So can Harry. So that basically is the reason why, because of course it's obvious, but I understand some of the rationale behind his decision. He loves his wife, he loves his family, and they would both William and Catherine would prefer to go together with the children than be split up, and some of them survive and some of them don't. I get it. It would be tremendously traumatic. You need to remember that William was 15 years old when his mother died traumatically, and he was involved for years by his mother in the really as a pawn in the chess game that she was playing with the then Prince Charles. So William has been through the ringer, and being a pilot, a helicopter pilot, confident of his ability, he seems to have not factored in the risk factor to the monarchy.
All right, let's get into it. Lady Collin Campbell has been very vocal about Harry and Meghan's contradictions, and honestly, she's not alone. The couple preaches about climate change, yet they fly on private jets. They advocate for mental health, but continuously drag the royal family through media firestorms.
So much as deciding there's little or no risk, but he's prepared to take it. I get it. I get it. I mean, would I do differently if I were in his shoes? I honestly don't know. But it certainly is not a good idea. It certainly is something that has been addressed in the past, and he just sets his face and plunges on doing what he wants. So Now, the irony of the Waleses being humble enough and down to earth enough to fly on a commercial airliner, and Harry and Meghan, and so elegant I take tea and cock my finger, they're too grand. But then again, Meghan is a pretentious piffler. Harry was perfectly okay before. Not so okay now. But then, remember, he's been infected.
So the big question is, are people finally seeing through the facade? Let me know what you think in the comments. It's no secret that public opinion has shifted dramatically. A few years ago, Harry and Meghan were seen as the fresh, modern royals, but now, surveys show their popularity has plummeted, especially in the UK and even in the US.
Anna Moore says, Lady C, can you explain to me why the Mail on Sunday would say they're revealing that the Prince and Princess of Wales and their kids are in Mystique, when your Thursday video, which is all over the internet, is entitled Wales is in Mystique? You led with that news, and you appeared later that same day on Dan Wootton Outspoken, and also informed Dan and his many viewers that the Waleses had arrived in Mystique with their children to stay with her parents. Why on earth would the Mail on Sunday lie like that? Lie is in big block capitals. Why does the scorpion sting? What is the purpose of an anus? It facilitates the clearing of waste matter. The Mail on Sunday, all of the newspapers I know, listen to this show because they cull from it occasionally, sometimes quite frequently. Well, since we're not telling them what the contents are and begging them to steal from me, you can be absolutely sure that it's their people who are doing it. Well, why would they lie that they have revealed? Oh, and incidentally, several of the other newspapers picked it up. Some had the good grace, such as Vanity Fair, etc., to say, I think page 6 as well, or is it page 6? No, it's a Sunday Mirror. And some of them had the good grace to say that it had been reported in the Mail on Sunday. But the Scottish Sunday Express repeated the lie that the Mail on Sunday had revealed. Well, I have to tell you, I'm used to really what is the discredit and the denigration. I'm used to it.
Recent interviews and public appearances have only made things worse, with critics accusing them of playing the victim card while living in luxury. And Lady Collin is just one of many calling them out on this. If you're watching this right now, do you think their reputation can ever recover?
Do I like it? No. Does it upset me? Not particularly, any more than the stench in a stink lavatory upsets. It's odious, it's unpleasant. If you have to endure it for the full length of time that you have to endure it, you endure it. And you make as little of it as you can. So, but What do I think? I think it's pathetic. But let's remember, the press have gone with a series of lies about me from the time I was 24 years old. I've had to sue them to get them to speak an approximation of the truth. There are so many different reasons why they do what they do. First of all, it's class prejudice. Because I, having come from a privileged background and having the name I do and the connections I do, have to be despised, because to many of them, people like me or the royals are not human beings. We are things. We are notional entities that occupy something that looks like a human body, but we are not human. It's easy to be nasty and to disparage and to discredit and to denigrate and to fail to treat properly people who you have dehumanized.
Drop your thoughts in the comments. Here's where things get really interesting. Lady Collin and other experts believe that Hollywood is slowly distancing itself from the Sussexes. Remember their multi-million-dollar Spotify deal? Cancelled. The Netflix content?
That's why they can behave the way they do. Harry and Meghan, I've said it time and again, have a point. The fact that Harry and Meghan are despicable human beings doesn't assist, but they do have a point. The fact that they want to be even more abusive to the press than the press have been to them, and the fact that they would love to see free speech shut down so that all their secrets will never get out. All their secrets. Oh, look at this pig, flying pig with lipstick. Oh, goodness gracious me. Can you believe it? All of a sudden, I'm bursting with expectation and anticipation. I wonder what's going to pop out. Is it going to be a deep knee diver? Well, I am curious to know what it's going to be. I'd be able to have it listed in the reference books as legitimate. All of this remains to be seen. Well, as you can see, I do not exactly think that the way they behave, they now being the press, is commendable. But I would sooner have a free press that mistreats me but protects democracy than an unfree press that doesn't mistreat me.
Not living up to the hype? Even A-list celebrities seem to be keeping their distance. Could this be the beginning of the end for their Hollywood dreams? If you agree, hit that like button. So, what's next? Meghan has been hinting at a big Hollywood comeback, and Harry is reportedly working on another book. But will it be enough to fix their damaged reputation? Lady Collin believes the couple won't stop seeking the spotlight, but at what cost? If they keep alienating the public and the elite, their influence could disappear completely. Let me know in the comments. Do you think they can turn things around, or is their downfall inevitable? One thing's for sure, Lady Collin isn't holding back, and neither is the public. The backlash is real, the hypocrisy is being called out, and the royal drama isn't stopping anytime soon. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.